Hello and welcome to Mount Pritchard Community Sports Ground for our female match of the round. The boys under 15 ones just running a little late, but the girls won't be too far away from taking the field. As you can probably hear, the wind is howling straight across into the camera. So a slight advantage for the team that's running right to left on the screen, but mainly straight across the field. Now, in our match of the round today for the women, for the girls, this is the 2024 Metro Combined Under 16 Girls Silver West, and we have Mounties, who, despite losing in the final week of the competition, held on to the minor premiership, and they got last week off, and they are playing Wentworthville, who came through with a very strong win against Parramatta last week in the first week of the finals. And this is one of the more open competitions in the league, with first, second, third and fourth basically all trading victories throughout the year. So despite Mounties finishing on top of the ladder, last time that Mounties played Wentworthville, it was a win for Wenny, an 18-0 victory. So despite being minor premiers, not an easy path to the grand final for Mounties. Wentworthville, as I mentioned, finished fourth, and they come through the 4th-5th game last week against Parramatta, and they are looking to qualify for the grand final. The other grand final qualifier, prelim final in this division, will be played later today here, and in that one we'll see Guildford take on Toongabbie, and of course Toongabbie were the side that knocked off Mounties going back a fortnight ago when the minor premiership was on the line, but in that final week of the competition, both first and second defeated. So wide open this one. We've got some try scorers in this game, with Tanui Nathan, who last time we called Wentworthville, she scored 3 tries, but she's the second leading try scorer in the competition with 13. And so they'll be looking for Tanui Nathan to get involved from dummy half, Wentworthville. And on the other side of the field, we've got Paula Halaholo. And Paula has scored 12 tries this year. So as the two under 15 ones boys teams depart the field, the girls will head over to the benches and take up their position, and then we'll see them come out onto the field. And that wind is starting to really blow. It was strong when we got here, but it has definitely got stronger in the last 15 to 20 minutes. So both sides, as per program, just having a look through the Mounties team. Of course, they've got their 3 big guns. They all play Lisa Fiola football. Eri Sevilla, the fullback. She's been one of the stars for Mounties in the games where we have had match of the round action. She, of course, comes from the Roosters, Lisa Fiola system. And they've got Tiani Tulimau, who will wear jersey 9 for Mounties. She comes out of the Eel system. And Paula Halaholo, she played for Manly in Lisa Fiola. Of course, all of the action today in this match of the round for the girls brought to you by Listed RE, the elite agents with over 25 years experience. On the other hand, Wentworthville, they'll be coming here today and hoping that they can put on a repeat performance of what we saw in round 12. The Mounties side a little bit bigger. They got bit of a size advantage, so Wentworth will be trying to keep the game flowing quickly to take advantage of their speed. This should be, on paper, this game looks a pretty good one. First playing 4th in the under 16 Girls Silver West. The winner goes through to the grand final next week, and the winner will take on the winner of Guildford and Toongabbie, and that game to be played here later today, in fact after this game. So we've seen both sides just about ready to take the field, and looking forward to all the action today. Of course, 25 minutes each way in the under-16s girls. Don't forget, we'll be back next week with all the live action for Grand Final day. Looking forward to that one as well. And we aren't too far away from kickoff in this one. The prelim final in the under-16 girls Silver West. So both girls teams out there shaking hands at the moment. Just having a look at the Wentworthville team. Of course, we mentioned Tanui Nathan, who was dynamite when we last called Wentworthville in the match of the round. Gemma Nader, she'll be looking to run the side from the back. And Ella Hussein, who has been very good for Wentworthville throughout the season. Also, last time we called Wentworthville, and this is going back a number of weeks, Rosalina Lapali in jersey 20. She was a new player for the team, but she definitely got the side rolling forward with a couple of strong runs and quick play the balls. So that'll be something that their coach will be looking for again this afternoon. So girls aren't too far away from going to their respective ends. Just a little bit of maintenance being done on the ground out there, just near the cricket pitch. Mentioned when we've called here previously, not a great spot to be tackled. So there's a couple of divots, large holes either side of the pitch, and they're just out there at the moment filling one of those to ensure that there's no serious injuries. So what can Mounties do to fix up all the issues they had 2 weeks ago against Toongabbie? They seemed to be rocked when Paula Halaholo got a leg knock early in the game, and Paula drifted in and out of the game after that. They seemed to lose their way. They made a late comeback, but Toongabbie seemed to have them well covered on that occasion. But Coach Fui Halaholo would have had plenty of time with the girls over the last fortnight to fix any issues they had. And I'd expect we'd see the girls come out firing on all cylinders from Mounties. So we're just seeing the referee speak to Irai Sevilla, and also there is Serenity Tuanea Cora, and looks as though Wentworthville are going to have what advantage there is with this breeze. As mentioned, it's effectively coming straight at the camera. If anything, a little bit of an advantage for the side that's running right to left. So you'd have to think that the girls will look to put in some, in this first half, Wentworthville will look to put in some attacking kicks, kicking from the far side of the field towards the camera to get the advantage of the breeze, and that's effectively how they're going to kick this one off. They're going to go with the wind and try and put some pressure on Mounties. Do look to be a little bit thin over this side of the field. There's only a couple of players manning the sideline, but we're about to see kickoff in this under-16 girls Silver West. Winner through to the grand final. Loser can prepare for season 2025. Referee is about to signal time on, and away we go. And straight away, it'll be Mounties trying to get the ball out of their own end. And good strong run from Mounties as they look to bring the ball out from their own red zone. As the ball goes out to Penne, and she feeds one of her forwards. So they, from dummy half goes Tulimau, and Tulimau's through one. She's come to Nader. She might have the pace to go around her. She's still going, Tulimau. Can she get there? She's inside the 20. They'll pull her down. No, she's over. Well, what a start. What a start for Mounties. There was nothing doing. Tiani Tulimau just took a little run from dummy half. She busted the line wide open and then had the speed to get around Gemma Nader at the back. And Wow, that is just an electrifying start for Mounties here at Mount Pritchard. That try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. But, well, she was representing Parramatta in the Lisa Fiola, and you can see why. She could see that there was a small hole in Wentworthville's line. She darted through that and then ran to the left corner. Gemma Nader came across in cover, was able to tackle her, but Tiani was over the line. So, great start for Mounties. And Rebecca Lapoule will take over the kicking duties. And she's taken this ball back 18. So, she's going to have to try and effectively kick into the breeze. It's the baller wanting to push away from the stick, so this won't be an easy one. So great start for Mounties, 4-0 after only a few minutes. Wentworthville haven't even had their hands on the ball. So Lapoule moves in, gets it up nice and high, but has just failed to get the trip. So 4-0 in favour of Mounties. And, well, Coach Fui Halahola, he would be extremely happy. The girls looked flat 2 weeks ago. They really weren't playing for a lot. Obviously the minor premiership meant something, but they were going to get the week off, win, lose or draw, and the girls have come out on a much better footing this week. Now, big deep kick from the kick-off, and that's going to find touch. And that's exactly what they've got to do with this breeze. When you are running with it, you've got to be trying to get the ball back from the kick-off. And getting the ball up nice and high, they were able to get the ball to bounce into touch. And Wentworthville now a chance to go on to the attack. So, if Serenity has the ball, Tuaini Collar. Tanui Nathan is trying to set up a play. She's going to lock the scrum. First pass off Ella Hussein. She's also giving out the orders. That's Serenity been given permission to feed it. Nathan picks it up, gets it out to Hussein. Hussein, one pass off the ruck, finds Nader, and they get the ball out even wider. Just outside the 20. So Wentworthville try and answer the challenge of Mounties in the early stages. So they head back on the inside to Lungy. Lungy's able to get the ball away. There's only one or two defenders out there to beat, but Panui tackled just inside the sideline. They'll come back towards the left-hand side, and heading towards the try line this time is Talangi again. She's forced backwards in a very strong tackle. Again, it's Nathan getting it out to Hussein. Out to Lapali. She drags 3-4 defenders. She's only a metre short. Nathan from dummy half. This has got to be her go, surely. Markers at 6s and 7s. No, she gets the ball out. One pass off the ruck. Long, deep pass from the 5'8 to a near collar, and that's been intercepted. So crisis evaded for Mounties, and they hang on 4-0 after only a few minutes as Wonga gets in to roll the sleeves up and do some of the hard yards. Sevilla in at dummy half. She's going to take a dart, and she's pushing through one. She runs into Ella Hussein, and she's met and tackled. There's no forwards going forward. So the ball goes out to Penne. She was looking for one of her forwards to come off her shoulder. There was no one there, so she had to go through the centre. Referee's called a halt. And got a player down in back play. Could well be Cecilia Tafili, I think. Just having a look at her lower leg. And referee has called time off. So, could have been a good reason that Malaya Tapene was looking for a forward and just didn't have one to throw the ball to. Let's see what happens now with a chance to reset, get their forwards where they want them. Tackled just short of the cricket pitch, about 33 metres out from Mounties line. And Tapene will play it. They go to Lapu. She shows the ball to a couple of players and back on the inside finds Tuliafor. And they're going to put the ball over the top. Not a bad kick by Tapene. And Wentworthville have to turn around and field this one. And picking the ball up, Sasene. She's tackled inside the 40 from dummy half. Goes Koinarua, and she's up over the 40 but spilt the ball. The referee will say knock on. So, quite a sizable crowd for this grand final qualifier, giving the referee plenty of advice, but the right decision was made. And Mounties are going to get the chance to set up camp inside Wentworthville territory. Tapene has picked up the ball. Tulimau try scorer in at acting half, and Lapu one pass off the ruck. So goes to Lapu, and big strong tackle. That's aggressive play from Tanui Nathan. Just shy of the cricket pitch. Tulimau's got Lapu. Lapu's got Halaholo. She's through the first tackle. She comes to the second line, still going. Paula Halaholo inside the 30 before she's finally brought to ground. They'll come back towards the centre through Sevilla. Sevilla goes under a high shot, gets inside the 20. Two tacklers bring her to ground. Still a couple of tackles left in this set. They'll head back to the short side. They get the ball out to Lapu. She's pushed through one, trying to get through, and she's scored. Wow, Mounties, they've started this game on fire. And the big players for the minor premiers standing up. Big strong run from Paula Halaholo. We've seen Tulimau with a great try, and now Rebecca Lapu has been able to slice through and score. And it is now 8-0 in favour of Mounties over Wentworthville. Wentworthville haven't had too many chances in attack. Coughed the ball up. Celine put the ball down just shy of halfway. And it was a chance for Mounties to go back onto the attack. And they've doubled their score. So now, easier kick because she's closer in. What can Rebecca do with this one? It's to the point where the ball will be lucky to stay on the tee. The wind is that strong. So Lapu is trying to add the extras and give her side a 10-point lead with the winner through to the grand final next weekend. It's just going to hit the posts. So 2 tries to Mounties. They lead 8-0. And Wentworthville a little shell-shocked. Not too many opportunities. And they'll be looking to get this ball back from the kickoff with that strong breeze behind them. Mounties starting to block up this side of the field with the howling gale. So Wentworthville trying to conjure up a little bit more kickoff magic and get this ball back. Kicking towards the sideline again. The ball bounces and straight over the sideline it goes. Well, that's exactly what Coach Junior Tuanea Collar would have wanted from his side. And if they can be the next to score, and somewhere close to the sticks, I think. They take a 2-point margin because it has been all Mounties in the opening stages of this game, and they trail 8-0. So Serenity's going to feed the scrum, similar setup to last time. Nathan's going to lock it, and Hussein first pass off the ruck. So it goes out to Ella. They're able to get the ball away. Hussein just getting the ball out to Poinarua. She's thrown the ball and they've put the ball down. Girls need to play to the whistle because Mounties looking to run that straight back onto the attack. They're camped in the far side of the field, and on that occasion it's Arlo taking a hit up. Some good strong defence here from Wentworthville, not allowing Mounties to get too far out of their own end. So the ball goes to Paula, and Halaholo up into the teeth of the Wentworthville defence, and 3 defenders knocking her to the ground. Gets up and plays it. They're getting it out to Sevilla, and Sevilla was not expecting it and has put the ball on the ground. And now referee set offside with the Penne picking the ball up. So now this is a good chance for Wentworthville. They must hold the ball. They've been giving away cheap possessions, and Serenity is going to take the tap, and straight away they'll get to Yuri, and Audrey is up over the 20. Right in centre field, Nathan, a dummy half. Dummies and goes herself. She beats the first and the second, trying to squeeze through, but Halaholo brings it to ground. Quick play the ball. Hussein gets the ball out to Lapali. Can she bust through? Still going. No, just short. They've got them at 6s and 7s. Nathan from dummy half gets the ball out to Celine, and she's been tackled. They come back towards the centre. Hussein has it. She's dancing around. They get the ball out to Serenity. She's got support on the outside. They must score. Gemma Nader and Wentworthville. They were able to compose themselves after the big, strong start by Mounties. And Gemma Nader, she gets over and cuts the lead back to 4 points. That try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. They went to the right. They dragged the defensive line in, and then it was just a case of getting the ball out wide, and that's exactly where they found their fullback Gemma Nader set up, and she was able to slide over and cut that lead back to 4. So, looks like Ashley Sassine is going to do the kicking for Wentworthville. And, well, Tanui Nathan, Ella Hussein, they had their hands all over that try. And also in there, Serenity Tuania Kola. She just threw a beautiful cutout ball that found Gemma, and Nader gets the 4 points for Wentworthville. Extremely tough kick, this one, with the wind coming across in towards the camera. You probably see the trees in the background just blowing sideways, and it makes it even tougher for the left footer. So, and the wind just decides to pick up in intensity. Not a bad effort under the circumstances, but has been waved away. So, 8-4 with Mounties. Really the first time they've been tested, and Wentworthville were able to drag in the defenders and then spread the ball wide, and there were gaps everywhere. But keep in mind, Wentworthville does have the advantage of the breeze, which is very strong. All right, Tapena is about to get us underway. Good strong kick. And now Wentworthville have to work this one out towards their own 30. And good strong run up to the defensive line, onto the cricket pitch. Going to get us up towards halfway for tackle 2 as Paula Halahola comes in and makes sure the Wentworthville player is put to ground. As they work the ball up over halfway. Slow play the ball. Nathan, dummy half, finds Hussein. They get the ball out to Nader, our try scorer. Back on the inside, they get the ball away again. Ella Hussein dancing through. She's put the ball on the ground. They'd set up nicely, and now a penalty. No, referee, shoulder. So, penalty to Wentworthville. And now a chance for Wentworthville again, as Malaya Tapene told to walk away. And Yuri looks as though she's going to be called upon to take one of the early hit-ups. And here goes Audrey. And good run up inside the 20. She's brought to the ground. Nathan at dummy half. And good strong run by Melissa Vacoso. And she's put the ball on the ground, so knock on. So they're going to rue these opportunities come the second half when they're trying to run into the headwind. But Mounties, what have they got scheming? Sevilla is having a chat with Lapu at the back of the scrum. Let's see what they can come up with. And Tapene's going to feed this one. As they break from the scrum, and the ball goes out to Sevilla. She's elusive with that left foot step. Strong defence in there. Deshaun Henry and also Serenity Tulania Kola as they work the ball out towards the 40. Slow to her feet. They get it out to Paula Halaholo. Long ball out to Rebecca Lapu. And she's away. She's going to be dragged down by her opposite number with a couple of helpers. So inside the 40 now. Mounties again trying to mount an attack. As from dummy half went Arlau. She was tackled. Ball goes to Paula Halaholo. And she takes another 2 defenders out. They're just outside the 20 as they go short side. Tulimau. She's got support from Sevilla. Sevilla is going to step around 1 and 2. She's still going. Comes to the last line of defence. She throws the ball out the back. They've got numbers here. Good strong tackle. And force the ball free. So that means Wentworthville survived that attack. And it is still Mounties 8 leading Wentworthville 4. As a couple of the trainers come onto the field. A couple of replacements too, by the looks of it, for Wentworthville after all that defending that they've had to do. And their first mission will be to get outside their own 20. Can't do that on tackle 1. As we see Celine take a scamper from dummy half. And she's able to get the ball outside the 20. And this time it's a Taulunga. Good strong run by Taulunga up over the halfway before they finally drag it to ground. There's Leray on the attack. They try and come back towards the centre. Still going through the middle is Halo Taulungi. And they're only 30 metres out. They're all at 6s and 7s here. They've just got to run it. It's Celine again through the middle. Koinarua, she's been very good in attack. From dummy half, they get the ball out to Ta'utu, who puts the ball in over the top. The ball's only got to sit and they'll score. But no, ball's gone into touch. Dead in goal. With Sassine unable to get there. And they breathe a sigh of relief, Mounties. You can just see they they're able to put them under some pressure when they've got the ball. Now, some concern for Mounties with Tiani Tulamau being helped by the trainer. And in there also speaking with the trainer is Micah Tuliafo. But this would be a huge worry for Mounties should Tiani have to leave the field. She scored the first try. She looks like she's going to stay out there. Given some time to try and run it out. Both sides, plenty of water being taken in. Despite the wind, quite a warm day. And Mounties take the tap from the 20. Wonga gets the ball up 8 metres before she's tackled. So they're going to come back towards the right. And Tui Fa'o is tackled. She's up to her feet and plays it. Good strong run onto the cricket pitch. Not a good spot to be. And again, they're going to go to the left-hand side. And the ball gets out to Tuliafo, who's tackled just over halfway. They go the short side. Lapu's got numbers on her outside and gets the ball away. And Eremaya is brought to ground with a ankle tap. Still got a couple of tackles left in this set of 6. Sevilla with the ball. She's just outside the 20. She's through 1. She's through 2. She steps inside the fullback and she's in under the sticks. Eri Sevilla. Wow. Not much doing. They gave the ball to Eri. They said, what have you got? She said, have a look at this. Stepped off the right, the left, came to the fullback, ran around her. And another try for Eri Sevilla. And importantly, under the sticks, which will give Rebecca Lapu a chance to convert. And that's going to be an important try just before the closing of this first half. Nope, they're going to swap kickers. So Malaya Tapene is going to have a shot here. From right in front. So 3 tries this afternoon for Mounties. Tiani Tulamau scored the first. Rebecca Lapu the second. And Eri Sevilla sliced through for try number 3. That try, of course, brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. So Malaya moves in. Easy kick that time. And adds the extras. So 14-4 in favour of Mounties over Wentworthville. And you just wonder how much that missed opportunity when Wentworthville put the kick over the top. Ball just beat Ashley Sassine into touch in goal. From that, Mounties have been able to march down the field. They went the short side, they made plenty of ground, and then Sevilla's cut Wentworthville apart. Now, they're going to go to the other side of the field. They've got an absolute hurricane behind them, and now they're going to try and kick away from what's been successful. Oh, Ella. So, Ella gets us underway. The ball bounces back towards the centre of the field, and they can't get the ball back this time. As Tuliafo is taken to ground right on the 30-metre line. It's Tulamau from dummy half. Gets the ball a couple of passes off the ruck. And back towards the cricket pitch. Still going. Big, strong run by Farmasuli. That wouldn't be a nice spot to be landing. Again, they're going to go the short side. Lapu, she's got Paula Halahola on her outside. Halahola got the bumpers up, knocks one away. She stays on her feet and plays the ball. Tulimau the short side. She's got Lapu on her outside. Lapu takes the ball into the defensive line and is brought to ground. They go back to Sevilla. Sevilla gives it to Halaholo. Halaholo, flick pass to Sevilla. And they just hang on to her. As Kennedy gets into dummy half. She's going to take a run on last. She puts the ball through, but it's been fielded by Sassine. And now, penalty. They're all inside the 10. This is another chance for Mounties. And you'd think another try before half time. They lead 14-4. They take a big lead into half time. They're going to be in all sorts. Now, it's a penalty, just having a quick chat with the ref. And to take the tap is Tulimau on last tackle. What have they got? Halftime siren is gone. And Wentworthville have been able to hold up Mounties. Fa'alongo finishes with the ball. And it might have been better to take the shot at goal. But at halftime, it's Mounties 14 leading Wentworthville 4 in this grand final qualifier in the combined under 16 girls Silver West. For Mounties, tries to Tiani Tulimau, Rebecca Lapu, and Irai Sevilla. Lapu's had 2 shots at goal and missed them both. Malaya Tapena with 1 shot at goal and she was successful. So that makes up Mounties 14 points. 1 try for Wentworthville in that first half came to the fullback Gemma Nader. So half time. It's the minor premiers 14 leading the 4th placed Wentworthville 4. We'll be back for more action of the second half in just a moment. So welcome back for second half action. Of course, this under-16 girls Silver West preliminary final brought to you by Listed RE, elite agents with over 25 years experience. They are Sydney's #1 real estate agency. Don't forget this afternoon we've got boys action. Jim Begnell Oval, 3:55. The Hills Bulls taking on St John's Eagles. Lewis Shepherd will have the prelim final of that. Looking forward to that one. That should be a cracking game as well. Half time, Mounties lead 14-4. And let's see if they can take advantage of this breeze. Wentworthville were able to find touch from the kick-off on 2 occasions in the first half, and then decided to go away from that with their next kick-off and kick the ball straight to Mounties. So, Mounties have got the right idea. Line up on this side of the field and use the breeze to get the ball over the sideline. Referee just getting all clear. And away we go for this second half. Winner goes through to the grand final next weekend. As the ball is heading towards the sideline, but is corralled and brought in, as Wentworthville are going to be asked to work it out of their own 20. And just got to be looking to be the first scorer, try and put some pressure on Mounties, who look to be going okay. But Tanui Nathan has made a fundamental error from dummy half, and straight away they're going to go onto the attack as the ball goes out wide. And still going out is Tuli Mao. Will she get there? No, she's brought down just inside the sideline as they head back to Sevilla. And she gets the ball out to Fa'alongo, and she's put the ball on the ground. So both sides have coughed up possession early in this second half. Now, is the ref going to play advantage? First knock on Mounties. And yep, scrum with Wentworthville to feed. So, not the start that Wentworthville were looking for to try and get back into this half, with Tanui Nathan putting the ball down and Wentworthville going on their heels. But Mounties unable to capitalise, so let's see what Wenny have got. As they're going to come to their back line, and Halo Talangi gets the ball up, still inside the 20. Nathan this time picks it up cleanly. They've got numbers on the outside, but big, strong defence by Micah Tuliafor. She racks up another tackle for the afternoon. And trying to work through the centre, but there's not a lot of room there. There's a knock on, well, not a clean play, the ball. Talisha Ta'utu went to step over the ball and kicked it forward. Referee had no choice but to blow that one up. So another mistake. This could be lethal. If Mounties score in this set of 6, it's going to open up a huge lead as Tulimau gets into dummy half. And she goes for a scamper. She's got Kennedy on her outside. Kennedy comes to the defensive line and just looks to step away. She gets a pass out to Lapu, who's put the ball backwards, but it's been cleaned up by Talangi. They've got numbers here. Celine's on the attack, and she's getting the ball towards the 40. Not getting back the full 10, Mountie, so Wentworthville is trying to bring something to the table. As they get over halfway, Nathan, they get the ball out to the fullback and try scorer, Gemma Nader. She's forced back. Oh, big strong tackle right on the side of the pitch. Nathan gets it out to Rosalina Lapali, and Lapali to bring her down. No, she gets the ball away. Tanui Nathan, a little bit of broken field play, steps back on the inside and straight to the Mounties. So Mounties are able to diffuse the situation. Well, she may have even called for that one. As Tanui Nathan just hit her in the breadbasket. As the ball goes out to Sevilla, and Eri up over the 40. Quick play the ball. I'll come back to Kennedy. Kennedy runs away from the cricket pitch. Gets into Wentworthville's half. They get it to Halaholo. And she's up over the 40. Still steamrolling forward. Still a couple of tackles left. There looks to be a big hole in the centre of the field for Mounties. As Tuliafo, did she hang on to that? Referee's going to say play on. Tuliafo still going. And inside the 20. Tulimau at dummy half. She goes for a scamper. She gets the ball out. They're going to score again. And in the corner, Eremaya, did she get it down? Yep, she sure did. Tapawali, Eremaya. And the girls are happy about that one. And, well, that Tiani Tulimau, her name was all over that try. She had Sevilla off her shoulder. She opted to go herself. Got the pass out to Eremaya, and she's been able to get over in the corner. 18-4, kick to come. That try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. And maybe, just maybe, that defeat a fortnight ago by Toongabbie, Mounties, it might have just been a blip on the radar, because they look a totally different football team today. Maybe they just weren't playing. They knew they had the week off, and they've come out today all guns blazing. Keep in mind, Wentworthville beat Mounties 18-0 back in round 12, so only a few weeks ago. But totally different story today. It's 18-4 with a kick to come, and Rebecca's going to try and knock this one over. Hasn't taken the ball back as far this time, only the 15 metres. It's going to be a tough kick. What's she got for us? They lead 18-4, trying to stretch it to 20-4. Gets the ball off the tee, but it's going to be blown away. And 18-4, 4 tries to 1. Well, Wentworthville have just got to throw caution in the wind here. They've just got to, once they get their hands on the ball, just go full attack mode. They need to score three tries. And time is starting to become an enemy. So, referee's going to blow time off. Now, they did have some success in this first half when they were kicking towards the sideline and getting the ball back, but they don't have the advantage of the strong breeze anymore. Ella Hussein, and she's got us underway. The ball bounces up and it's picked up by Celine. So they've had some luck again off the kickoff. What have they got? Chance for them to go onto the attack as Nathan from dummy half takes a scamper, and she's able to get up and get a quick play of the ball. There's no dummy half. They finally get in there, and trying to push over is Ta'utu and Nathan from dummy half. They get the ball out. They'll only got to score, and they will. That's Melissa Vacoso. No, she's just short. They get the ball out, and over will go Halo Talangi. It was a pure numbers advantage, and Ella Hussein, she could see that they just had to get the ball wide, and Halo Talangi, he's been one of the better players for Wentworthville. So an important try that came from a good kickoff and a good chase by Koinarua. And they've got an important try as they now only trail 18-8 with a kick to come. So Ashley's going to have another shot. And of course the second of the preliminary finals today is Guildford and Toongabbie. And those two sides have just arrived. Toongabbie was the side that took down Mounties in the final match of the round before we started finals. Guildford finishing second. So that should be a really good game after this one. Don't forget the boys this afternoon, 5 minutes to 4, with the Hills Bulls taking on St John's Eagles. Lewis Shepherd will have all the action for us in that one. Ashley hits it nicely, on target. Just too hard to get the ball up in the air from this side of the field into the teeth of the breeze. So 18-8. Referee blows time off. Well, they had to score, and they had to score quickly. They got a great bounce from the kickoff. Celine Coy-Narua was through, picked it up. They went straight onto the attack, and Ella Hussein got the ball out to Halo Tulungi, and it was Tulungi who got the 4-pointer. So 18-8. And not a lot of movement from Mounties, but referee's blown time off anyway. They'll come towards the near side, but well picked up. And there's been some great defence by Tuli Arford today for Mounties. She's in there again. Chalks up another tackle for her side. They're going to go short. They come out to Hussein. Ooh. And Paula Holo has absolutely rocked Tulungi, the try scorer, as they head back towards the centre of the field. And Henry is brought to ground. And they get the ball out wide again to Celine. She's through the first tackle, but over there to make the tackle, Tiani Tulamau. I'll come back towards the centre, and it's Melissa Vacozo this time. Well, Halo Tulungi's in all sorts of trouble in back play for Wentworthville. They come to Hussein, and they get the ball out on last tackle. They've got to get the ball away, and they've been held up now. The referee has blown time off here. A little bit of push and shove between the two teams in back play. And Halo Tulungi is making her way to the sideline for Wentworthville as well. So, some words being said between the two teams. Touch judge in to make his report. And 18-8. Wentworthville score next. It's game on. So, who's the referee going to want to speak to? He's calling over Serenity, captain for Wentworthville. And also, Eri Sevilla's been called in. So, having a chat to both the skippers. Just laying down the law. We don't want to see that. Two girls give one another a pat on the back, which is good to see. And it looks like we're just going to play on with both girls told to tell their respective teams to just calm down. So, 18-8. Unfortunately for Wentworthville, one of their attacking weapons, Halo Tulungi, off the field. And in there making a big, strong tackle is Ta'utu. But Eri Sevilla, she's got the ball. She's got clear. She's only got one or two to beat, but they are able to drag her down, and she's put the ball on the floor. Ella Hussein, really good tackle, and she was happy with that. So now referee is calling the ball away from the sideline. So we're going to see a scrum. And Wentworthville want to be moving a little bit quicker because they're obviously the side that need to score twice. So Celine's going to feed the scrum. Serenity goes to lock this time, so something a little bit different. Ella still that first pass off the ruck. And she's getting the ball out to Audrey Yuri. And Yuri into the territory of Mounties. As Hussein's got the ball, gives it to Celine, back to Hussein. And Tanui Nathan going for a scamper. She's inside the 30 before she's finally tackled. But they've said that Tanui Nathan has knocked the ball on. Now, they're going to call on the trainers as one of the Mounties players is down. So, they're going to get her to her feet. And it's Liliana Farlongo who's being helped from the field. Now, gives the girls a chance to catch their breath, but Nathan has been caught for the knock on. So Mounties now leading 18-8 into the second half. Referee says no. Play it again. And Mounties. The ball went out to Moi Moi, taking a little run from dummy half. The ball goes out to Tuliafor. She's up on the cricket pitch and has dropped it. The referee's going to say 2 in the tackle, and that was a strip. So, Wentworthville trying to get the ball back, but got caught there. So, Mounties again from their own 40. They're going to go to the right. And some strong defence from Celine and Tanui getting involved there. And they're going to come back towards the centre of the field, up over halfway. And that's Tui Fa'o. From dummy half goes Tulamau. And she's wrestled to the ground inside the 40. So they're going to come back towards the left-hand side. Another strong run up towards the 20. So Mounties, they're on the attack. They play the ball. It's picked up by Tulamau to Sevilla. She slices through. She's still going. She'll score again. Erai Sevilla. The team needed something. They found it running one pass off the ruck and just sliced straight through. And that should be enough to book Mounties a spot in the 16 girls silver grand final. Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. Bring you that try. And Erai, you can see her just lurking behind the play. She knows when to inject herself, and on that occasion just called for the ball from Tulamau, and Erai straight through. So 22 points to 8 with a kick to come. So that little faint glimmer of hope that Wentworthville had, it's been doused by Erai and her lethal left foot. So it seems that Tapena gets all the easy shots and Lapu has to take the tough ones. So Malaya is going to have this shot. She moves in and she kicks it. So 24 points to 8 in favour of Mounties. So 16 points is the margin. And there wouldn't be a lot of time left in this second half. Wentworthville needing a bit of a miracle. So they've been able to create some opportunities from the kick-off. So Ella Hussein will be looking to somehow get the ball back for her team. Will they try and go short? Will they give it some air? They're going to go up high, but the ball fielded well, and Mounties have the ball 35 metres out from their own line with the lead 24-8. Sevilla, here she goes again. Stepping past them, and they finally bring her to ground just short of halfway. She's had a wow of a game as Tulamau from dummy half takes a scamper, a couple of passes off the ruck, and this time it's Sayeni, and she's tackled to the ground. The referee has called time off again, as one of the Wentworthville players is assisted from the field. So they've been in the wars with a couple of players needing to leave the field. So Mounties again, inside Wentworthville half. Tulamau, one pass off the ruck. They get the ball out to Lapu, and she's inside the 30. And again, a hair pull. So, players arguing with the referee. So, again, Mounties another chance. All right, so Tulamau with the ball. Tapene is there, and they've got Kennedy ready to go as well. And that's where they'll go, through Kennedy. And she's dragged backwards, just outside the 20, but in a perfect position. But Kennedy's lost the ball in the tackle. So they need to go quickly, Wentworthville. You wouldn't think they're going to take too long to get this ball back into play. The referee says, yep, let's go. So straight away, they're going to try and come back through the centre. They've really got to get Gemma Nader, Ella Hussein. They've really got to get their fast players involved here. And again, it's Rosalina Lapali with the ball. She's been able to slip the pass away. And up over the 40 go Wentworthville. Still going, up over halfway. They've got the ball away. It's picked up by Gemma Nader. And she's hit across the shoulders. Referee, yep, has caught Eri Sevilla for a high shot. So penalty to Wentworthville. Ella Hussein gives the ball to Serenity, and she kicks the ball into touch. Is it going to find touch? It's bouncing, and no, it hasn't. So Mounties again with the ball, trying to bite off a little bit too much as Eri Sevilla, those dancing feet, get Mounties back up towards the 40 before she's finally tackled. As Tulimau from dummy half. She's met by Lapali, and also in there to lend a hand is Hussein, but she's still going. And she gets to halfway. She's still going. Referee says, no, you were held. Go back and play the ball. So, right in the middle of the cricket pitch. The ball, well, it went through Lapu and finds Taumalolo. And she's up towards the 40. Again, they come a couple of passes off the ruck to Tuliafor, and still going as they go inside the 30. So this time it's Arlyle, and she's trying to show a clean pair of heels in those bright green boots, and she's finally tackled, last tackle on the 10. Kennedy at dummy half. She gets the ball out to Penne, who gets the ball on the toe. Now referee's going to rule knock on by Wentworthville. So, another opportunity for Mounties. We're going to see. Yep, he did rule knock on. So, yeah, another set of 6 for Mounties. You'd have to think that this will be the killer blow. This will be another try if they can hang on to it for a set of 6. As the ball, high shot. on Taumalolo, but she shrugs that off and she's inside the 10. The ball comes to Penne and she's trying for a pushover try, but they've forced her back. So Tulamau, does she dart from dummy half? Oh yeah, she does. And she's over. Wow, it looks simple, but she's been rewarded for some great display this afternoon. She's been one of their better players. Her and Eri Sevilla have been standouts. And time is off with a Wentworthville player on her back in some pain. But that try to Tulamau, 28-8 now, with a kick to come in favour of Mounties. And that try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. So, well, round 12 is just a memory now for Wentworthville. They would have come here today off the back of that 18-0 drubbing of Mounties, thinking that they had a big chance to book themselves a spot in the grand final. Some real concern for this player. They're calling for some assistance, and let's hope she's okay. So who gets the shot at goal again? Nice and close to the stick, so Malaya will have a shot with this one. So 28-8 with a kick to come. But our thoughts are with this player from Winnie who has not moved. 3 trainers out with her. And of course, in this day and age, they don't like to move the player all that much. So let's hope she's okay. She's rolling onto her back. So that's a good sign. And fingers crossed she'll be able to sit up. So let's see, take stock. It's a very convincing win for Mounties with Eri Sevilla with a couple of tries and a couple of tries to Tulimau. Eremaya got one. The girls were very happy when she scored. And also Lapu, she got over as well. Still in quite a deal of pain, this player on the ground. And there couldn't be long to go in the game either. But next game, of course, in this division, the under-16 Silver Girls West, will see Guildford take on Toongabbie. The winner through to play Mounties next week. And still haven't been able to get her up. She was in there trying to make the tackle on Tiani as she went over for the try. Well, they've got her up, so that's a start. But she's being held up by the 2 trainers, so fingers crossed that she's okay. Well, I think Fui Halahola will be very happy with his side's bounce back this week after their defeat by Toongabbie a fortnight ago, and they've come out, they've controlled this from the start. They've been able to chairlift the Wentworthville player off the field. So it's a sad way for the game to come towards a conclusion with an injury. And Malaya's going to line up to try and add the extras here and give them a a pretty comfortable victory. It's 28-8 currently. 6 tries to 2. They scored off the first set, Mounties, and it did look as though it was going to be a tough afternoon for Wentworthville. They got themselves back into the game early in the second half when they got it back to 18-8. But since then, it's been one-way traffic as Tapene, her toughest kick of the afternoon. She's got it. So 30 points to 8 in favour of Mounties. So their Lisa Fiola players definitely standing up. Sevilla, Tulimau, head and shoulders above their teammates today. And Halaholo, she had an impact in that first half. We haven't seen as much of her in the second. But Sevilla and Tulimau have been in everything that Mounties have done well this afternoon. So, referee blows time back on. Ella Hussein will get us underway. Looking for Celine Koinarua out wide. But the ball goes straight to Mounties, and, well, let's see how much they want to inflict more points pain on Wentworthville. As, again, they're rumbling up over the top of the cricket pitch into Wentworthville territory. And you see Soriano playing at dummy half. The ball goes out to McNevin. Lillian gets up over the 40. They stop her as the ball goes out to Tuliafor. She shows the ball and then runs forward and gets up over the 30. Quick play the ball. Soriano in at dummy half. They'll go to the right, and it goes out to Pene, to Paula Halaholo. They try to get around her legs. Halaholo, she's through the first tackle, still going. Can she get there for a try? And she does. Well, we talked about their Lisa Fiola players, Sevilla and Tulimau, and Paula Halaholo, she says, hang on, let me get my name on the scoring sheet as well. We might have another player hurt from Wentworthville. But Paula Halaholo just threw 1, 2, kept going. They tried to get around her legs. She just kept the legs pumping. And another try. Omnia Business Solutions brings you all that action for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, and payroll needs. Been great supporters right throughout the year, as have our match day sponsor, Listed RE, who are elite agents with over 25 years experience. Another shot at goal for Tapene. And it's now starting to get out of hand for Wentworthville, who at 18-8, if they could have been the next try scorer, looked as though it was game on, but Mounties have weathered the storm and really put their foot on the accelerator. And these 2 points, if Malaya can add the extras, which she should, will give them a 28-point lead. So, 36-8. 7 tries to 2. And 4 goals. 4 goals for Tapene, making up the 36 points. So, that walk back towards halfway for the kickoff has got slower and slower in this second half for Wentworthville. It's been a good year for them. But they will think about season 2025, where Mounties get to prepare for another grand final. As from the kickoff, again, they had Tanui Nathan out there trying to pick that one up for Wenty, but it was Mounties who were able to hang on to it. Can they get to 40? It does seem slightly unfair. It doesn't seem that big a margin between these two sides as McNevin gets the ball. And she's up over halfway. She plays the ball quickly. Soriano at dummy half. Gets it to Lapu out to Halaholo. Dummy, past one. She's got 3 around her. She's still going. She gets to the 30 before she's finally asked to play the ball. And we'll call an end there. Mounties, you can see the joy. They're through to a grand final. A lot of relief for that team after what happened 2 weeks ago where they just didn't look right. But Fui Halaholo has had a couple of weeks to work with the girls and has been able to get them back off that shock loss to Toongabbie. And now strong winners over Wentworthville. And they're going to a grand final. So good luck to Mounties in a week's time. And of course they will play the winner of Guildford and Toongabbie, who will take the field straight after this one. So 36 points to 8. 2 tries to Sevilla, 2 tries to Tulamau, a try to Lapu, a try to Halaholo, a try to Eremaya. It was 4 from 4 to Penne, and Lapu, she had 3 shots at goal and missed them all. So that was the 36 points for Mounties. For Wentworthville, a try to Geminator, a try to Halo Talungi, and Ashley Sasine had 2 shots at goal and missed them both. Hope you've enjoyed this match of the round action. Of course, we'll be back again next week with some grand finals for you, so looking forward to that. But don't forget, 3:55 this afternoon at Jib Begnell Oval. It's Lewis Shepherd with the preliminary final between the Hills Bulls and the St John's Eagles. We'll catch you again next week.